Today's episode of Kwesi Speaks is being sponsored by The Favor Group. For all of your real estate needs, contact Mr. Timothy Brown at 256-651-9195. You can also find him on the World Wide Web at www.thefavorgroup.com. That's THEFAVOUR group.com. Tell him Kwesi sent you. Hello, everybody. This is Kwesi Jackson of Kwesi Speaks. Here's my heart, so hear my heart. Not exactly sure what you're doing today, but I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. And I have some news that I think is great news for me, for the people that know me and know that I don't know if people actually knew that I was a perfectionist. I don't think it's something to praise. It is definitely one of those things that is borderline OCD based on the way OCD is defined. And it can be nerve-wracking. It can be energy draining. Procrastination tends to live in that place at times because for me, a lot of stuff that I've never put out or never done because I didn't think it was good enough. I've had entire songs that I've written, recorded, scrapped them. I don't even know how to go about finding them. And that's how serious it is for me. And so being that I'm growing up, I will say I'm maturing. A lot of, when people see me and they see that I would say that I am predictable. There are things that I do that people can pretty much predict. My friends which is a small group of folks, let me say that, can pretty much finish sentences for me. They kind of can tell you something I wouldn't do. My wife is definitely the expert on what I would or wouldn't do, stuff I like or won't try. She knows it because we spent that kind of time together. And so my news is I am going to start a vlog. As a matter of fact, I've already recorded the first one. What a vlog does require, I think at times, is some editing. So there are some things I got to piece together because I just went with it. Here is going to be the first time that I come out and not pay as much attention to bloopers. Like on the podcast, I'm learning to just get over it. I am practicing my public speaking because I try to make sure the consonants as crispy as possible and, be as clear as I can. Try to use, the best vocabulary that I possibly can. But I don't do as much editing with podcasting because sometimes I get crunched for time and I just got to jump in, get it done, put it out so that I can add to the positive that's in the atmosphere. A friend and I were speaking about what my point or what is my purpose. I think the way they worded it was, hey, you're doing great things. You're saying you're very positive and you're motivational. But what do you want a person to take away from it? What do you want them to do? And I figured out that what I want people to do is I don't necessarily want them to always need the positive word that I have. I am trying to hopefully motivate people to become motivators because I think there is room for it. I am a part of what I do is all this stuff is an outlet for me. The music is an outlet. And so that's a perfect segue into me explaining the vlog is about me being 46 years old and rapping. I am defying time. I am defying a standard that the world has placed out. And I think, who sets the rules? I'm not going to be spending all my time on it explaining to people, hey, yeah, I'm 40-something years old and I rap and I don't really even want a Grammy. I don't need all the accolades. I just need music to be what it is supposed to be for me, and that's an outlet. I've attempted keyboard. I've tried playing bass. When I was younger, I played the saxophone. I went through all these things, and basically I played because I saw other people play and I saw the reaction that people had when they played. And I thought to myself, my goodness, I guess that's what a gift is supposed to do. When a person is operating in their gift, it should make the people around them want to do what they do at their best, at their highest potential. Well, for me, I went through the whole series of trying to be like other people, wanting to play what they play and so on and so forth. So I guess I was running from the emceeing. I didn't know, but now I'm comfortably rapping. I don't always say to people, hey, I rap. I'll just say I do music. And I think that's a part of owning it too. But I'm an MC. I'll be straight up with you. I am an MC and I enjoy what I do. I have outlets that are beside, like the podcasting is an outlet. The daily motivation is an outlet, and the music is definitely an outlet. To give you an example, today I was writing, one of the lines talked about how, it was talking about how an individual called me and said to me, the person said, well, I was given your name by a friend, and the friend said that you'd be interested in making some extra cash. And I thought to myself, how dumb is that? Like, duh, like, doesn't everybody want to make extra cash? I heard Mark Cuban say when someone asked him, how do you know that? I think Mark Cuban is a billionaire, but I think they asked him, when will you know that you've arrived at enough money? And he said, I will never get to enough because I'm always looking on how to make another dollar. And I thought, hey, that's great. Like, I don't see myself ever getting to a point where I don't want to make more money, because I'm always going to be thinking about how I can help more people. The more money I make, the more people I can help. And it's beyond my own family. My kids are at the place, we're not rich. If I want to speak by faith, I say, hey, I'm rich, I'm wealthy. And those are things I say on my mirror in my bathroom. I have written Mr. Trillionaire and it fits right where, like, I'll walk up to the mirror, it fits under my face perfectly, because I want to remind myself of my potential and what I'm able to have. On my vision board, I've got a picture of me that I've drawn in and erased all the numbers for the Tony Robbins and the people of that, and Eric Thomas, and erased the number, putting them at 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and put me at number 1 on motivational speakers. Why? Because it's what I feel like I'm supposed to speak things into existence. And if it's God, it's going to line up and it's going to come to pass. But I was just, talking, and I was like, man, look at, or thinking about like someone just hit me up and disturbed or disrupted my space I feel like it was a disruption because they feel like I fit a puzzle piece for them. Like, and I use the words I said in a pyramid. I fit the piece to a pyramid or something to that example. And it's because I'm thinking pyramid scam or pyramid scheme, whatever you call it, scam scheme. I just know it's not for me. What I am currently doing, I teach school. I coach 3 sports. And that's my primary income. I sell books. I'm an author. I have 3 books with one coming, co-written book with a friend of mine. I do music. The music doesn't really generate income right now, but I think it's getting exposure. And at some point, I may possibly land features with people if they like what I do. I may possibly get to where I put music on iTunes, but currently I don't. I'm building a fan base. It's my pleasure, as Craig's dad said. May he rest in peace. Witherspoon was his name. May he rest in peace. He said, it's my pleasure. When he was talking about being a dog catcher. What I'm doing is my pleasure. I enjoy it. It's fulfilling. The writing, hiding codes in music, like stuff that happened to me. I hide it. I code it. It's not necessarily for other people to crack the code. It's just like, for me, I think about how clever can I be at hiding a situation that just happened with someone and they never know that I'm talking about them while they're bouncing their heads or they're nodding their head to it. Huh? That's my pleasure. Again, everyone won't feel that, but it's what I do. It's a great enjoyment. So the vlog is going to show how I'll take beats and I'll write to them. And at the end, I'm going to try to do some performing of them live, which while I'm reading my paper, because a part of anxiety for me is memorization. I get shaky. I've frozen before up in front of people trying to rhyme. So I don't even put myself through it. I just do it. I just read it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue reading the rhymes, but I think you're going to enjoy it. I want people to really pay close attention to the details and how I'm forthcoming about the how-tos, and I'll be forthcoming with you even about the process of, how I got to the point where I actually have equipment I use now. And it's like the evolution of a man, but I am owning it. So the vlog is coming. I will tell you this. I don't necessarily know how to market myself. I don't know all of the tricks of the trade. I don't know how the algorithms work, on how YouTube and Facebook and Instagram decide someone is so important they should be, their information should be put out there. But I know this: what God has for me is for me. If it is meant for me to touch the world musically, it's not something I'm going to have to toil over, because that's not really me anyway. So I'm not going to toil, but I'm going to keep doing my thing. If you could, support me when you can. If you see, well, and in support, I'm simply asking for YouTube subscriptions. I'm simply asking for an occasional share. You don't have to share it all, but if you hear bars and you're like, dude, he's nice, and you don't share it, then it makes me think, are you ashamed of me? Like for the handful of folks that I know, are you ashamed of me? Like I'm a pretty nice guy. I'll tell you that. I'll go out on a limb and say I'm a good guy. But I just need the support, So if you can help me out with a share, with a like. If you're a YouTube user and you haven't subscribed to my page, please do. You'll never hear me use profanity. There are a lot of areas I won't ever touch. I just try to keep it real and be as nice as I can, be as positive as I can, because I'm putting information out so that my own kids will be proud of me, and people never laugh at them like, man, your dad was cursing, he was clowning. That's not my stilo. It's not what I do. But I do rhyme. In certain situations catch my attention, and I do, and I will put them in some bars, and I'll say what I feel. So again, the vlogging is in full effect. Can't wait for you guys to get a hold of that and see it. But I definitely am going to need your support. So if I can find 10 people that I know to tell 10 people, or get 10 people to commit to them and 10 to commit to them that they're going to subscribe, man, I'll have 1,000 in no time. That's the goal is 1,000, get 100 here, 100 there, 100 there. And before long, I'll have 200,000 million followers. Why not? Why not me? Why not you? Why not you? We keep saying, why me, Lord? Why not you? Like when it concerns great stuff, great things, we all have it in us. When we just got to tap that vein and be comfortable at flowing in that vein there's always people on the sideline that are looking. They're not in the game. They're not even on the team. They're just looking. They're judgmental. And it is what it is. Hey, those people are not going to go away, but we cannot live with them in mind. We got to live in a way that other people can benefit and can glean from our life, our open, transparent lives. All right. Again, this is Kwesi Jackson of Kwesi Speaks. Here's my heart. So hear my heart. Peace.